And we've got another car. Now you tend to like cars, don't you? Although I have seen you build all kinds of things. Hello, welcome to Modelers with Their Models. And I'm joined with Jack again.
I'm back.
G'day, Jack. And we've got another car. Now you tend to like cars, don't you? Although I have seen you build all kinds of things.
I do tend to gravitate towards cars quite a bit. Definitely my preferred subject, I reckon. So today I've got, so this is the FUJIMI Ferrari 599 GTB, I believe. So this is slightly different to the GTO, but
So this is a 24 scale.
Yeah, 24 scale, out of the box. It's a fairly basic kit. Like I actually built this in probably like 8 days, which is pretty quick. And it's got aftermarket wheels, but that's about it. So the kit comes with a bunch of photo-etched, which is really nice.
Which kit is this again?
So it's the FUJIMI kit. So it's like the DX version. So there's like a standard version without photo-etched, and then there's the DX version which has photo-etched.
Right, okay. So what are the photo-etched bits that they give you?
So mainly just, well, you get brake rotors, which is really good, and a bunch of grills, and then seatbelt buckles, I think, as well, probably.
Right.
Bits and pieces.
What do you think of the build? Because FUJIMI, my experience of FUJIMI in the early days was it was pretty rough and ready.
They are hit or miss sometimes. I've built the Ferrari F12 as well, and so far the Ferraris have been pretty good.
Okay.
So I think they go to a bit of extra
more effort
to design the molds of these ones, of the Ferraris, and probably the Lamborghinis as well. But this one wasn't too bad.
It's got a nice shape.
Yeah, it is. It's I'd say classic Ferrari, but
what sort of year would this be? It's quite modern,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
probably late 2000s,
right,
I believe.
I'm going to get in a bit tighter here, and we'll look at some of these details. All right, so we've got some grills here, which look like photo-etched.
Yeah,
so
they
at
are
the front
photo-etched,
end.
yeah.
Okay, and the prancing horse?
Prancing horse.
Looks like photo-etched.
I believe that was actually a metal transfer.
Oh, really?
I think the kit came with metal transfers. I can't remember, and I built it like a week ago.
That's fair enough. You build a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I do.
All right, so let's get in tight with that. That's the wheel.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's the, what was it, the Hobby Design wheel?
Yes, they're Hobby Design BBSs of some description. I can't remember the exact model of wheel, but I think they work really well with the colour of the car. So I went for a gold face, which was the Mr. Colour GX red gold, something like that.
Red gold, okay.
You can see how fine the pigment is as well. It's absolutely insane.
Really smooth.
Honestly didn't expect it to turn out that good. I was like pretty chuffed when I saw the result of that. But,
well, Mr. Hobby sort of work towards a lot of metallics,
exactly.
right?
They're
seem
metallic.
to be.
I'm a big fan of their metallic paints. If you haven't tried them, you need to, because they're really, really good. So
I've got the magic angle there. We can see the rotor now. So that's a photo-etched rotor.
Yeah, photo-etched rotor that came with the kit.
Okay.
So I put that on a rotary tool and hit it with a sanding sponge.
Oh, nice. To give
it up a bit.
Yeah, nice. Okay, and so that's what was it? A resin center?
I think they were 3D printed.
Yes.
And then the barrels were turned aluminium.
Okay.
So they add a bit of weight to it as well, which is nice.
Yeah, nice. Well, I guess with 24 scale cars, and I guess with 25th as well, it's quite easy to find some accessories such as wheels, because a lot of people like changing the wheels,
There's
right?
tons of options now, and I guess you can just get them 3D printed as well. So you sort of infinite amount of options now. You don't have to look for a
lot of choices.
Yeah.
Okay, so that looks like photo-etched on that
yes,
grill on the quarter panel.
Grill. Yeah.
The mirrors?
The mirrors would have been metal transfers.
Okay, so they've got that mirror finish.
Yeah, I think I ended up super gluing them in just because they were sort of like, the adhesive wasn't amazing, but
yeah, they tend to be like that.
Sometimes,
I find. Yeah, because I think they try to keep the adhesive as thin as possible. But of course, any adhesive such as super glue or any of those sort of clear type ones would be fine to hold it together.
Any PVAs are perfectly fine for that. Yeah.
Okay, so the construction of it was all pretty straightforward.
Yeah, it was good because it was simple, but for some reason the windscreen. So it's a one-piece windscreen. It didn't really fit well. It's like a little bit too small, so it doesn't really match up to the A-pillars.
Oh, okay. So we're talking about all the matte surfaces here, which is part of the convertible roof. So all these A-pillars were separate to the clear?
Yeah, so I did that in probably missed the surface of 1500 black, as I do, and then just flat cleared it with the super smooth clear. That's my favourite flat clear by far.
Yes.
It's really flat.
So the Mr. Hobby do make quite a few different clears.
Yeah, they do.
And the super smooth is meant to give a flat appearance, but try to maintain as much colour density as possible.
Yeah. And
hence, you can see it here. So the black is still fairly black.
Yeah,
if you use some really frosty ones, it will start turning out really light grey.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's try and see. We're trying to look in the interior. It's a bit hard because with these sort of sports cars, there's not much glass, is there? But look, so you can see on the dash there's some etching there.
Yeah, that would have been probably the metal transfer badge. And then there's a little bit of interior detail painting. You can see a Ferrari
yes, in the centre console.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, and then as I spin around.
It came with photo-etched paddle shifters too, if you can sort of see.
Paddle shifters? Well, I'm going to try and rotate that. Yeah, you can see them.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, nice.
But other than that, the photo etch is sort of basic. You don't get a ton. It's not as extensive as any of the aftermarket kits, but
I guess a little bit. You can see the shifters there too.
Yeah.
I guess a little bit is better than nothing, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's always a nice surprise when you get a kit with some photo etch.
Okay, let's talk about the paintwork. Now, one of the things about painting cars is one of the skills everyone tries to get is that mirror finish, right?
Exactly.
That Juco, the perfect Juco.
One of the hardest things to achieve, definitely, because every imperfection shows in a gloss clear.
Yes.
But so this was, to me, a grey primer.
Yes. Airbrushed?
Yeah, airbrushed, not out of the can. I don't really use the can, but the cans are good if you don't have an airbrush.
Yeah.
Pro scale Ferrari Rosso Monza. So it's a factory 599 color, and it's a sort of darkish metallic-y red, as you can see.
So the Pro scale colors are lacquers as well, are they?
Yeah, they're all lacquers. Yeah.
Okay. Now lacquers is preferred.
I like lacquers because they dry really quick and they're really durable. So it's sort of hard to scratch, and
they give good finishes too, right?
Yeah, exactly.
There's good metallics.
You can spray them really thin, and they go on super smooth. So, yeah.
I guess the other advantage too is because they're so durable, they can be polished quite successfully too if you want to get into it.
Yeah, yeah.
But then obviously the clear as well.
Yes, this is Pro Scale 2K clear.
Yep.
So this one I mixed sort of thick, so you can see a little bit of orange peel in it. It's not my best job, but I usually thin it down a ton, so I was sort of experimenting this time, but it didn't turn out too badly. No,
and I think one of the natural characteristics of 2K clear is when it goes on, it gives you that really wet finish.
Exactly.
So even 2K, which isn't perfect, still looks really good.
Exactly. It still looks better than like a lot of 1Ks, because 1Ks just don't have that like depth to the clear sometimes that you do get with 2Ks. So
I think there's an advantage too that 2Ks do take some time to set up, as in to actually cure. So has a chance to sort of level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This one does dry pretty quick. So like it's sort of touch dry, I think in like 12 hours or something like that.
Okay, yes.
Something like that. Yeah, like pretty quick. So you can sort of like play around with it, but it's best to leave it for a while.
Now with the clears and such that take a long time to set, do you treat the model in any special way, such as put it in a box for protection while it cures up?
I pop it in my display cabinet, which is should theoretically be dust free. Sometimes there's a bit of dust in there, but yeah. As long as you don't touch it or get any like air movement near it, it'll generally be okay.
Yep. Okay.
You might get some dust spots here and there. I think I got a couple on the boot, but
if you're really pedantic, I guess you can polish that out, right?
Yeah. I use 2K to avoid polishing, so I'm not super fussed.
Right, fair enough.
If there is a little bit of dust.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Very nice indeed.
So one thing I will mention is, if you want a $5.99, I reckon get the Fujimi kit, because Revell makes a couple versions as well. I started building the Revell kit a year ago, and like the headlights didn't fit properly, so I sort of just gave up.
Oh, right.
These ones fit in no problem, so get this one over the Revell kit, I reckon.
Well, that's one of the things too, right? Because some of these things you don't expect to check the fit.
Exactly.
You just expect it to work, right?
Yeah, exactly. You can test fit everything before you paint it, but like it adds so much additional effort. Like it's almost just not worth it. But
yeah, definitely. Okay, that's really nice. I think you've done a really good job there.
Thank you.
Excellent. Well, there we go. There's another episode of Modelers with their models. And thank you, Jack, for coming in and showing off another one of your great projects.
Thanks for having me again.
All right, no worries. So if you've got any questions for Jack, please leave them below. And if you'd like to see some more works, well, we've got the series, so please check it out. So thanks for joining us.
Thanks, guys.